What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. So lately there's been kind of a rumor going around about LeBron James potentially returning to Cleveland next offseason. So today I wanted to go ahead and bring that rumor to fruition in this video game we all love and know as NBA 2K, obviously. And today we're going to be doing a LeBron James Cleveland Cavaliers rebuild. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like on this one, and of course subscribe if you're new to the channel. Dropping a like on this video helps it get out there to the YouTube algorithm, so thank you guys so much for that. But basically the whole premise of this rumor is that the Lakers really haven't done anything with Russell Westbrook, which means LeBron James is not signing extension with the Lakers, so technically he's a free agent next offseason, and Cleveland's going to have cap space opened up, so they could technically bring LeBron James back to Cleveland. So since LeBron James has left, Cleveland's been in a rebuild, obviously. They've drafted Colin Sexton right when LeBron James was traded. They then drafted Garland, drafted Evan Mobley, traded for Jarrett Allen, extended him, signed Lauri Markkanen. Like, they've done a fantastic job, honestly, without LeBron James. So I could kind of understand why you wouldn't want to bring him back, but at the same time, it would be cool to have him back with this core that you have right now, as long as you're not sacrificing too much. But for this scenario rebuild today, I wanted to go ahead and make that happen. So I don't even know how this is going to happen. I have to hope LeBron James is a free agent and we have cap space, and I'm pretty sure that always ends up happening. So what I'm going to do to start this video is Colin Sexton, as we know, has not been re-signed in Cleveland. So what I want to do is I actually just want to play him on his qualifying offer. That way we have his bird rights next offseason, and then he plays in the qualifying offer, and then boom, he's back in Cleveland for another year. I don't know what the solution will be in real life if Sexton is going to be willing to play on the qualifying offer. I imagine he's going to have to, but regardless, he's going to be back in Cleveland this year for us. And then maybe next offseason, if we need a little bit more cap space opened up, we could do like a, or not maybe. No, we don't need more cap. That wouldn't even make sense. Ignore that part. But maybe next offseason, if the Lakers were losing LeBron, maybe you could do like a sign and trade Sexton for LeBron. I don't know. Something weird like that, I guess, could go down. But for this year, we're going to roll with what we got. I mean, like I said, I already love this roster a lot, but you have Evan Mobley and Garland still on their rookie contracts, which is why I think they would have this cap space. Well, Garland's extension might hit next year, so I'm not really sure how we're going to have cap. Well, we'll see. I guess we might have cap space for LeBron. If not, we might have to free up. Yeah, because Kevin Love will come off the books, and then I think LeVert will be a free agent, and then, of course, Sexton will be. So if I look at it right now, salary cap breakdown, next offseason, it doesn't really show me anything. Okay, whatever. So, you know what? We'll just see if we have cap space or not. So let's just go straight into this first season. Simulate. This first season is really not going to matter too much. The obvious goal is to go out and get LeBron James. Also have to make sure he does not retire, and then we're able to sign him in free agency and bring him back to Cleveland for a year and see if we can win another championship in Cleveland, or maybe we could win it this year without him. So who knows? This team is already really good. So looking at the rotation this year here in Cleveland, I think we'd have to move on Lauri Markkanen if we were going to. Yeah, we'd probably have to like trade Lauri Markkanen away. There's some things we'll have to figure out, but regardless, the starting five is a little wonky for me right now. I mean, Okoro and Osman is cool and all, but I think you'd probably have at least Sexton. Well, it's because we're running defense, isn't it? So I'm going to move this to 7 seconds because I don't want to start Okoro and Osman. I would rather see Sexton or LeVert at least out there, or even both. Probably just one of them. So I'm going to move it 7 seconds, and then LeVert or Sexton will be the starting shooting guard, whichever one. I don't care. They want to start Sexton. That's fine with me. So Garland, Colin Sexton, Lauri Markkanen, Evan Mobley, Jarrett Allen, Kevin Love, LeVert, Isaac Okoro, and Ricky Rubio. That is a rotation. If you ask me, that's a really good one, honestly. So let's go ahead and simulate this season. Let's see how we do. We're 3.5, 7 seconds. I'm excited to see how Garland and Sexton do together. Another year of Sexland, but maybe it comes to an end in the offseason. But for now, let's simulate. Let's see how we do, and let's go sign our boy LeBron James back here. So at the end of the season, Luka Doncic is your MVP here in 2K. You got Chet winning Rookie of the Year. Drummond's your 6th man. Matisse Thybulle, Defensive Player of the Year. Wiseman, Most Improved. And then Doc Rivers is your Coach of the Year. Jacob Park ends up being your executive. So all-NBA first, you got with Luka, Harden. You got Giannis, Jason Tatum, Jokic. All-NBA second team, LeBron James makes it future Cavalier here. So he has no other salary. So he will be a free agent at 39 years old. So it will be interesting to see if we're going to be able to get something or get him in free agency. I don't know. We're going to have to free up some money in order to sign him, but we're going to try to figure it out. So let's look at the player stats for this year. And then I don't even know if I had Abaji in the rotation. Did I not even have him in here? And I did not. So that's another guy I really didn't even mention in the beginning. I totally forgot about him. I feel so bad. Another guy that could be a huge part of the rotation this year for Cleveland, but at the end of the day, he wasn't. So unfortunate, but looking at the player stats, and we did get the third seed, as you can see, 22.5 from Garland, 22 from Colin Sexton. So Sexton actually had a really good year with Garland. Jarrett Allen with 16 and 12. LeVert with 15, 14 from Mobley, 13 from Markkanen, and 11 from Kevin Love. So things are just looking fantastic right now. And then you get Milwaukee in round 1. So not really sure how well we're going to match up against a team like Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks. That's going to be pretty interesting. But regardless, let's see if we do end up beating Milwaukee here in round 1. We are the higher seed, so you never know. And we absolutely swept them. So now we get Philadelphia, which is a team that's usually pretty damn good in the first year. So I'm not feeling very confident about potentially beating them. So let's just somebody current round. We know what Philadelphia looks like. And hey, we made it to the East Conference Finals. You know, Garland did say that he thinks Cleveland can make it all the way to the East Conference Finals. And the Lakers didn't even make the damn play-in tournament. So yeah, LeBron is as good as gone there. So now we get the Celtics, who just went to the finals. Do we beat them as well and get to the finals here? We do. We got a Warriors versus Cavaliers finals. Okay, do I even need LeBron James at this point? If I win a championship without him, we're not signing him. Oh, we lost 7. Okay. That's okay. No big deal. I honestly didn't really want to win a championship year number 1 because it would have been like, why do you need LeBron if you're going to win a championship year number 1? But regardless, we lost at 7 to the Warriors. So we need LeBron James to help us out here. Retirements. LeBron, you didn't retire, right? Okay, he is still out there. He is still available. So we could have LeBron James for at least 2 more years. But I don't know what my cap space situation is totally going to look like. So I'm curious to see if we even have enough money, or am I going to have to make some trades to make that happen? I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to probably make some trades. But regardless, Wizards get the number 1 overall pick, Rockets get number 2, and Jazz get number 3 via that Nets pick, which is kind of crazy because that's the Royce O'Neal trade pick. So hopefully that doesn't happen to Brooklyn. But staff signing, I do want to keep JB Bickerstaff. I don't plan on changing anything for LeBron. I think at this point, you don't do anything like to give LeBron James any favors. Like, obviously, you take him back in Cleveland, but you're not going to fire coaches and trade players for him. If he's coming to Cleveland, it's on your terms. You know what I mean? Like, you're not out here making moves for him and making him the GM again. But we have the 25th overall pick in the 2nd round. I mean, honestly, I want to keep my cap space open as much as possible. So it's Harrison Ingram, though. He's not going to make that much money. I'll go ahead and sign him. So we got Khalifa Diop and Travers. I'm going to decline because, like I said, we need as much money as possible. Okay, then Evan Mobley, of course, will accept. Osman, I'm going to decline. Stevens, I'm going to decline. And Mobley, and that is Evan Mobley's little brother, but I'm going to decline it as well. And let's see what our cap space looks like. So qualifying offers, none. And then Colin Sexton's a free agent. So if I try to sign LeBron James right now, see, we're a little bit off. So we can actually almost do it. So, and then that would mean we wouldn't be getting Sexton back. We wouldn't be getting Kevin. Well, we might be able to get Kevin Love back still. I'm not sure. But we wouldn't be getting LeVert back. We'd be losing some depth, but Abaji would be able to step up. We'd have to trade Lauri Markkanen right now, I think, in order to free up this money to sign LeBron James. But that is the title of the video. He's on an expiring contract, so it makes it a lot easier to move. So I am going to go ahead and trade Lauri Markkanen here and free up that money. Or I could trade Rick. Well, I need to trade one or the other, and I think Lauri Markkanen is probably the better one to do. So let's go ahead and make that trade. He's got 1 year and a player option, I think. Is that a team option at the end? Is it non-guaranteed? That is a team option. So non-guaranteed. So basically an expiring contract. But Markkanen is a solid player. So, I mean, I could technically take back a little bit of salary in a trade because I'm not that far off. So like a Caleb Martin, a 2027 first round pick, or Udoka Azubuike in a first round pick. Like, I could definitely do some of these things. Like Damian Jones in a first. I don't even know what do I need the most, though, if I'm going to make this trade. So you have Ricky Rubio as a backup right now. We have Abaji, who I want to see step up. And then we have Isaac Okoro. So these two technically might be my starting shooting guard. We'll see if we can bring back LeVert or not. And then Markkanen and Ingram. So I guess I need a backup front court player if I'm going to go ahead and do this, or a backup small forward, or just a wing. I guess I just need a wing. So Markkanen, and I will take a wing player in return. Like a Daniel House might not be a terrible idea. Pokusevski, 2 first-round picks, Jayshawn Tate. See, I think that's a little too steep. Kendall Brown, Joe Harris, that's definitely not going to work. Damian Jones. Okay. So the Caleb Martin one's interesting. And then what else? So Daniel House and a first-round pick from Philadelphia. I kind of like the idea of bringing in Daniel House, but at the same time, I wonder if I should just free up all the money in the world. So you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and trade him. Wouldn't it be fun if I just traded him back to Chicago? I'm going to trade him to the New York Knicks for a 2024 unprotected first-round pick. That's what I'm going to do. So Knicks give me a first-round pick, and that gives us the money to go out there and sign our boy LeBron James and bring him back to the land he loves. And that is from his hometown, Cleveland Cavaliers. So we are going to be signing LeBron James back in Cleveland. So that means we have to renounce pretty much everybody in sight. Yeah, so we're not going to be able to bring any of these guys back, but that means we have LeBron James on the roster, and that is the title of the video. So those guys are all gone. Sexton will no longer be here. You could have done maybe a sign and trade with the Lakers or something, but didn't seem like the Lakers were even offering him a contract. So now your rotation is looking like this. So we have Garland, Rick Rubio. Okoro, and Abaji. You have LeBron James. You just got Harrison Ingram in round 2. Evan Mobley, Jarrett Allen. So right now we have like no backup front court player. One player I would love to bring back is Kevin Love. We could still kind of sign Karis LeVert. Okay, that's cool. And we could still sign Kevin Love. All right. You know what? We're going to do both of that. So I'm going to sign Kevin Love to a deal. And I'm also going to sign LeVert to a deal. Why not? So we're going to do that. So we can't get Sexton back, which I figured would be the case. But I'm going to sign Kevin Love. And then I'm going to sign Karis LeVert. And never mind. So we didn't get Karis LeVert back, but we did get Kevin Love. So I'm okay with that. That's no big deal to me. So just like that, you got Kevin Love to, stay with LeBron James, which I think is really cool, by the way. And then really I need like a backup wing player. So like a shooting guard, small forward type player. So let's go like Reggie Bullock. I mean, he would be perfect here, or Gary Harris would also be perfect. So I'm going to sign Gary Harris to a 3-year deal. And yes, we lost LeVert and Sexton, but we got LeBron James. So I'm not really sure how this is going to look. I wonder if this is going to like totally break us. I could technically see a world where 2K thinks this was a backwards move and we're going to suck next year, because 2K hates old players. So I'm not really sure how this is going to look. But LeBron James back in Cleveland, going to player progression and seeing how this is going to look. So LeBron James is down in overall. Garland, Mobley, Jarrett Allen, Okoro, Kevin Love stays relatively the same than Ricky Rubio. So Ricky Rubio and Kevin Love are reunited, which they already were, obviously. And then you have LeBron James and Kevin Love reunited. So it's kind of beautiful. It's like full circle here in Cleveland. So yes, we lost a couple pieces, but in order to make this video happen, we had to do so. So let me know if you're a Cavs fan or just want to speak on this topic in general. Would you personally do this in order to get LeBron James? Would you be okay with losing Sexton and, LeVert as well in order to get LeBron James on your team? Or are you just okay with not having him? Or do you even want him back in Cleveland in general, as I punch my mic? But Garland, Okoro, LeBron James, Evan Mobley, Jarrett Allen, Kevin Love, Gary Harris, Ricky Rubio, and Ochai Abaji. So that is your rotation, which I'm feeling pretty good about. We might be able to move Abaji to small forward. He might go up in overall. Let's see if that is the case. He is 6'6". He does go up to 77, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. So Ochai might get even some more minutes here. So, yeah, he's going to... Well, no, he stays the same. But regardless, still a 77 overall. So that is your rotation this year. Proficiency is going to land us at, if I can get to it, we are at 4-star. Okay, there we go. And then we could be 4-star pretty much every system if we wanted to. So, going to leave it at 7 seconds. LeBron James back in Cleveland. What does this look like? Are we a championship team, or was this a backwards move according to 2K? So at the end of the season, LeBron James returns to Cleveland and he brings the MVP award home at the age of, what is it, 39 right now? I am lit with things around here. Being named MVP is one of the greatest individual accomplishments you can be bestowed. I can't feel any better than I do now. I strive to be one of the league's best, so being All-NBA means a lot to me. LeBron James overview right now. I'm not interested in talking about my future since I just signed a new contract in the postseason. I don't know why I never read this stuff. This stuff is kind of cool. But regardless, he averaged 30 points per game, 7 rebounds, 8 assists, 1.5 steals, 50, 80, 37. We'll take that. Wembanyama on the Wizards wins Rookie of the Year. Drummond's your 6th man in Philadelphia, so ends up back in Philadelphia. Giannis defensive player. And then Anthony Edwards, most improved, 33 points per game. Honestly, man, I love Anthony Edwards. I could see him being an absolute stud. Not that he isn't already, but I feel like he could be an absolute superstar. JB Bickerstaff, 55 and 27 on the year. Let's go. So we are the first seed in the Eastern Conference. LeBron James makes All-NBA first team here in Cleveland. Does that mean Garland took a step back a little bit? Does he make an All-NBA team? He did. All-NBA third team for Darius Garland, averaging 25 and 10. So it's like the brand new Kyrie Irving and LeBron James almost, kind of in a little bit, depending on who you ask. But regardless, we are the first seed in the East. We just made it to the finals, and we're looking to make it again, but this time actually win. So 30 points from LeBron James, 25 from Darius Garland, 16 from Evan Mobley, 15 from Jarrett Allen. I mean, the defense on this team would actually be really incredible. Mobley and Jarrett Allen, as we know, are great defenders. LeBron James, if he really tries, could definitely be decent. Garland, is Garland a good defender? I feel like he isn't. Regardless, I might be wrong on that. Okoro, heard great things, and then Gary Harris, Ochai Abaji off the bench could play a little bit of perimeter defense as well. So things are looking fantastic right now. Let's go ahead and see what we get in round 1. It is Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks. We just swept them last year, but this time we have LeBron James, so I feel like we should do the same thing. But this time they win a game and we beat them in 5. LeBron James drops 46, 7, and 9 in that game 5. He's looking to bring a championship back to Cleveland. And then Toronto is our second round matchup. Otto Porter, Fred VanVleet. They lost Gary Trent Jr. I was about to say, it looks like they're missing someone. That is Gary Trent, and they got Theo starting. So game 1, we're up 1-0. LeBronto is in full effect, hopefully. Game 2, 2-0. 26 and 14 from Garland, and the 21 from Porter. But can we beat them in 5? No, we're going to go to a game 6. I don't like that. I hate it when it gets evened up after you go up 2-0 because I feel like all the momentum is on the other hand, and I just don't want to go down 3-2 because I feel like I'm just going to automatically lose. So far, so good, but they could come back here technically, and we do beat them in game 5. Beat them by 10. Garland 32, LeBron James 29 and 8, Jarrett Allen with 16. And going with a game 6 in Toronto, which also could be, like I said, known as LeBronto. If we can come out here and beat them here and go to the Eastern Conference Finals again 2 years in a row would be absolutely beautiful. It looks like we got this one in the bag, and we are going to go ahead and move on to the Eastern Conference Finals. 41 and 13. He is averaging 32 in the playoffs. LeBron James taking it to another level, and now we get Philadelphia. So we just beat the Celtics last year in the Eastern Conference Finals, and this year we get Philadelphia, who signed Osman. So let's see how this goes. Game 1, we're down 1-0 to Embiid and the Sixers. I mean, Evan Mobley and Jarrett Allen would probably be able to give Embiid a little bit of problems, I would imagine. Game 2, we even it up, though. 116 and 103. Garland, 26-25. If Jarrett Allen's dropping 25, that would be great for us. We're down 2-1. Okay, do we go down 3-1? Yeah, okay. Philadelphia might be the team that's going to stop us here. Okay, I'm going to run an 8-man rotation, and we're going to try to come back from this 3-1 deficit because LeBron's done it before. He can do it again. Let's get it done, and it was in Cleveland. So, can we win Game 5 is the question. That is going to be the first step to this entire process. It's not oh, I guess we take the lead here, but we let them have it back. We take it again, and this time we're going to hang on. 108 to 118, so we win Game 5. First step complete. Now it is time for step number 2, and then we get to the final step if we're able to accomplish this. So Game 6 in Philadelphia. If we win this, bring it back to Cleveland, then we have all the momentum in our hands. Okay, so the close game. We keep taking the lead, but then we let them have it back. But now we take it, and we're going to hang on to it. Oh, wait. Oh, my goodness. I was too close. 139, 138, 39, and 43. That is your vintage Garland and Kyrie. Wasn't that the same thing? Like Garland or Kyrie and LeBron both had like 40 in game 6 or something like that. So it's almost similar to that, which is really cool. Jarrett Allen drops 29 as well. So here you go. Game 7 coming back from a 3-1 deficit. So I didn't just come all the way here just to lose in game 7, right, 2K? So please allow me to win with ease. And first quarter, close, which is good. We win the first quarter. They win the second quarter. But I think as long as we hang on... Oh, this is relatively close, actually. I think we're good, though. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, you know what? I'm jumping in, dude. I'm not losing. 131 to 130. I did not come back from a 3-1 deficit just to lose. We do have the ball, okay? Why is LeBron James not out here right now? That's really unfortunate. I was literally just gonna go to the rack with LeBron James and call it good. But I almost passed it out Jarrett Allen for a 3, but I'm not gonna do that. That just sounds... And I turned it over. Okay, I'm doing too much. James Harden mid-range. He's gonna miss it. We do not get the board. Can I put LeBron James out here right now? Because that is what I want the most. You didn't foul out, right? No. Okay, give me LeBron James right now. What are we doing? So Gary, give me Okoro. What is this closing lineup? All right. Boom. It's dead ball right now. Give me my lineup right now. LeBron James is back out here. That's what I need. I need to just go ahead and take him to the rim, and we're good. Okay. Just reaching. I'm so nervous when I play this game, man. I feel like I'm just gonna mess everything up. I don't even know who I'm supposed to be guarding right now, and I leave Matisse. Actually, that's not a bad thing. We left Thibault wide open. I'm off balling, and Harden could have technically taken that wide open 3, but he decided not to. I'm literally going to LeBron James. I'm just going to the rack, dude. I think that's the best thing for me. So 132 to 131. We dunk it. LeBron James takes the lead. Okay, that's what we needed. I'm just a freaking bro. When I play this game, it's just like the ugliest thing you've ever seen. So don't judge me too much. Oh my goodness, Mobley with the absolute rip. Holy moly, what a freaking play by Evan Mobley. Wow. And all I have to do is hit these free throws, and then we're up by 3. That was a crazy steal. Okay, so we are up 3 on the 76ers, and that's where we need to be. But obviously, they could still tie it up. James Harden decided not to take a 3 earlier, which I'm very grateful for. Harris throws one up. He misses it. Evan Mobley with the board. I'm going to go to Okoro, and you know what? Just to stun on him. Give me this 3-pointer with Okoro, and boom, just like that. We're going to beat the Philadelphia 76ers in Game 7, and we are moving on, ladies and gentlemen. 131 to 137, and now we are back in the NBA Finals with LeBron James. Let's see if we can go win a championship this time around. That was nerve-wracking, but I got it done for once. I was really nervous 2K was going to freeze and we wouldn't get back to this point, but thankfully we didn't. So we won that game 7, which, wow, Evan Mobley had himself a game as well and got that steal at the end, which was huge. He had 2 steals, 3 blocks. Okay, here we go against New Orleans, which I just did a rebuild on them yesterday. So let's get 1-0. There we go. 2-0. Okay, this should be easy, right? 3-0. And we beat them in 5. Please, let's go. Just like that. We've won a championship with the Cleveland Cavaliers, and as you guys know, if you're a long-time subscriber of this channel, every time we do a Cavaliers rebuild and we win a championship with them, there's always something we got to do. Give me 1 second. Cleveland! This is for you! Thank you, LeBron. Thank you, thank you. All right, boys, hope you enjoyed the video. Drop a like if you did. This is Crushables. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.